Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining the Floyd Mayweather conference call. If you would like to ask any questions, please press star 1 on your telephone. I would now like to turn the call over to Kelly Swanson. You may begin.
Thank you, operator. Thanks, everybody, for calling in. We are going to get right to this call because we have Floyd Mayweather with us today doing his conference call, also joined by Leonard Ellaby and Stephen Espinoza, Executive VP and General Manager of Showtime. So, Leonard, I'm going to pass it over to you to get started right away. Leonard?
Thank you, Kelly. I'd like to thank everyone for calling in today to hear the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather. But before we get to Floyd, I'd like to introduce the Executive Vice President and General Manager of Showtime, Stephen Espinoza, who's going to make a few comments.
Thanks very much, Leonard. As most of you know, hopefully, episode 1 of All Access Mayweather versus Berto premiered last Friday. We had tremendous viewership numbers on the network for the premiere night. In fact, premiere night viewing of that episode was on par with the viewership for the premiere of Inside Mayweather versus Pacquiao. So we're very happy with the amount of attention that the All Access is generating. And if you haven't seen it, of course, it is available just on the Showtime website, on the YouTube channel, and, of course, repeated across the network many, many times. Episode 2 of All Access Mayweather Berto will air this Friday at 10:35 p.m. Eastern, with the third episode premiering on Friday, immediately preceding the weigh-in. As we get into fight week, as usual, Showtime and CBS are supporting this fight across all platforms. We'll be offering live streams of virtually every fight week event, including both the press conference for both the main event and the undercard, the weigh-in, and countdown live on Saturday, immediately preceding the pay-per-view, which will include a live fight between Ishe Smith and Vanis Martirosyan. Showtime and CBS Sports Network are also airing classic fights from Floyd's career, from Andre Berto, and as well as the undercard fighters, including what might be the fight of the year this year, the first bout between Rocky Martinez and Orlando Salido. That's available on Showtime On Demand and CBS Sports Network. Leonard, take it away.
Okay, thank you, Stephen, for those comments. We're going to get straight to the chase. I'd like to introduce none other than 12-time world champion, 5 different weight classes, Floyd Money Mayweather.
Hey, everybody. Thank you, Leonard. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Steve. Thanks to everybody that's on the line. I appreciate you guys throughout the years. Let's get on with the call.
Okay, thanks. Operator, go ahead and open it up for questions, please.
Yes, ma'am. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, if you have any questions, please press star 1 on your telephone. Again, it is star 1 on your telephone. Our first question is from Percy Crawford with Fight Hype. Go ahead.
Hey, Floyd, how's it going, my man?
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I know you're going to get littered with a lot of boxing questions, so I want to kind of veer off into another angle. I know you follow sports, and you follow greatness in other sports. With the significant record that you're going to be up to break on September 12th, I want to get your thoughts on someone else who's aiming towards a Grand Slam. Serena Williams, obviously, aiming to win her 4th major in 1 calendar year. Huge accomplishment. What are your thoughts on an athlete like Serena Williams and her pursuit of her record as well as you all?
Well, I'm very, very pleased with Serena Williams, you know. It's the records I made to be broken. And, you know, I'm just very, very proud of her, you know, throughout her career. She done some, you know, immaculate things, you know, in her career. You know, words can't really, you know, words you can't really put things to, you can't really say certain, how can I say this? It's just marvelous what she did, you know, and, you know, I'm behind her 100%, and she stayed focused. She can continue to break with her.
quick, Floyd. Being that you're 38 and way past the normal prime of what people are able to accomplish in this sport, she's 33, which is way past the prime for a female tennis star. What does that say for the level of dedication that both of you guys have shown to your craft?
Genetics. You know, and just, I think that the older you get, the harder you have to work. And that's what I've done. You know, the older I get, the harder I work.
Sure. I appreciate it, man. Best of luck to you, Floyd.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our next question is from Mark Lulinwala with BET.com. Go ahead.
Floyd, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on? Despite what you're saying that this will be your last fight, everyone thinks it's a foregone conclusion that you will come back to fight back a second time. My question is, would you ever consider the winner of the Canelo Cotto fight as your 50th opponent? As your 50th fight, rather?
I guess you is just becoming a Floyd. You just didn't tell Floyd Mayweather business.
Talk to me.
Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Are you just getting into the Floyd Mayweather boxing business?
No, I'm not. I've interviewed you before, actually.
Okay, well, you should have known when I done the Canelo, Pacquiao, and Cotto.
Okay.
So if I'm through with 49, why would I fight one of them in my 50th fight?
I got you.
Okay.
Our next question is from Dan Raphael with ESPN. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Hello, Floyd.
What's up, Dan?
Hey, I heard you just say, why would I fight one of them in my 50th fight? Which seems to sound like you think there will be a 50th fight. Are you having a change of heart on your retirement
I
plan?
said 49 is my last fight. And before you going with a question, I just want to say thank you for a positive article that you wrote that someone brought to me.
Thank you. Could you answer that question? Are you having second thoughts because of your previous comment about there possibly being a 50th fight?
Well, you can go to answer this.
Like I've said and Floyd said a number of times, this will be his last fight. And why can't a man go out the way when his illustrious career, accomplish everything that he needs to accomplish and be done? Well, and he's done it his way.
Understood. Floyd, let me ask you this then. I understand what you're saying, and I think that you believe it's going to be your last fight, which is cool. I mean, you made all the money, won all the titles, and become the best fighter out there. So my question is this: what are your main? I mean, you have Mayweather Promotions. I know that you plan to continue being involved with that and sticking around boxing to promote fights. But are there any other things that you have in mind that you'd like to do in retirement? Because retirement lasts for a long time.
Oh, well, we got the Money City Music Group, and I've also been working with Al for years, on the gossip promotion.
Now,
promoting gossip throughout the years. But we got the Mayweather Music Group. We have different artists that we're working with. We got Bam Medina makeup line. Melissa Brent, she has working on 4 or 5 different clothing stores. Shorty has one. We got the Bam Medina makeup line. We got the James Lane clothing line, and we also working on my shoe line.
so you figure all that stuff's going to keep you busy for the remainder of your days, I guess.
So, being a dad, watching my kids go through college and put them through school is what's very important.
When you retired in 2007, at the end of 2007, early 2008, after you fought Ricky Hatton, and you came back, at the end of 2009 to fight,
Juan Manuel Marquez. You had retired at that point. You came out of retirement. Is there anything that you think that you'll retire after the Berto fight, and then, you know, another year and a half later, like what happened before, that you'll get that itch and you'll want to do it again? Is that something that you leave open the possibility of?
No. I think I'm just going to just push to the limit. There's really nothing else to accomplish.
And also, there, let me touch on just over the last week, I received 3 major movie offers. So we fully expected Floyd to be heavily involved in the entertainment industry, because this is what he does. And like I said, I know for a fact that with the significant entertainment offers coming our way, that's definitely something that's going to occupy a lot of his time.
Understood. And I'll just finish with this then, Floyd. Do you understand why that there are people that, it's not that they don't believe you, but they think to themselves, boy, here's Floyd Mayweather, he's undefeated. Most people think you're going to win the fight on September 12th. You'll still be at the top of the sport. You're 38, but you're not old. You haven't taken punishment. You can get back in the ring and make tens of millions of dollars more, or maybe $100 million more, or whatever, when you decide to fight again. And most people wonder, boy, why would anybody step away from that kind of fanfare and huge money and the chance to put on, make more history in boxing? Do you understand why people wonder, boy, how could that be?
Well,
you want to walk away from that.
Well, no one is in my shoes. I think my health is more important. You know, if you sit around anything too long, I mean, anything can happen. I'm not really worried about losing, but I'm just, like I said, I want to have a sharp mind. A lot of people that, you can make a lot of money, but you still want to be able to talk, walk, and have a sharp mind.
Understood. All right. Thank you very much, Floyd. Leonard, appreciate your time. Look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Fine, yeah. Sure.
Our next question is from Gordon Marino with the Wall Street Journal. Go ahead.
Yes, thanks for taking my question. Just wanted to ask you, what do you think you'll miss about boxing after you retire?
Really, no, I'm still in the sport. I got so many fighters, so it's nothing I'm going to really miss, about the sport.
But the collegiality, being in the gym together?
Well, I'm not going to really miss anything. I have fighters that I'm working with on a daily basis. It's just interesting to see who's going to be the next world champion. We have a lot of fighters. I think Julian Love is up next. So we'll just see how everything plays out.
Okay, thanks a lot. One more question. What opponent of yours most resembles Berto? Yeah.
Say it again?
Which of your opponents most resembles Berto? Like anyone you've fought before?
I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure. After the fight is over, you can ask me that question. And then I can kind of enlighten you and let you know.
Thanks a lot, I appreciate it. Good luck.
Our next question is from Bob Vila with USA Today. Go ahead.
Hey, Floyd, how you doing? Do you probably have a lot of time to sit back and think about your career and reflect on the great things you've done, but is there any one thing that you consider the greatest accomplishment of your career?
I think every fight played a major key. All 48 fights played a major key. Every fight. Number 49 is extremely important also. Every fight was important and played a major key, in my career.
Yeah, well, not many people have retired undefeated, that's for sure.
Well, my career's not over yet. We have to see.
That's true. Yeah, you're right. You're right about that.
You can never overlook anyone.
Yeah. Yeah, and Berto seems to have a lot of confidence coming into this that he can do something. At least that's the way he's talking. Do you have any regrets any regrets that you wish you would have been able to do over? Anything like that?
I regret not having Al Hagen from the beginning.
Okay. And one last question, Floyd. Were you at all approached about, opening this new arena that MGM Grand and AEG are building? Did anyone approach you about, being the first to christen that arena?
Please, question.
Bob, as always, there's always a lot of speculation out there, and I just want to clear that up. We have not been approached by the MGM about anything as it relates to the opening of the arena. As I've said a number of times, that this will be Floyd's last fight. The MGM has significant plans with their opening of their arena, and we have a great relationship with them, and I'm sure whatever they come up with, it will turn out great.
All right. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it, and look forward to seeing you next week. Thanks.
Our next question is from Mitch Abramson with New York Daily News. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. How are you? Well, just curious about what Leonard was saying about retirement, you pursuing possibly acting. Is that something that you'd want to get into, being an actor in some motion pictures?
I've been approached, on numerous occasions, but I'd rather be behind the scenes. I just feel like I had my time to shine. In the sport of boxing, but we don't still never know what the future holds. I keep my fingers crossed. If that comes my way, then we'll take full advantage of it.
Are you taking any acting classes?
No, but my daughter, both of my daughters has.
Okay, and then last question, Floyd. Are you surprised by all the criticism that your selection of Andre Berto has gotten for this fight?
I don't even know. All I do every day is I go to the gym, I train, I leave, I go eat, go see shows on the strip, go to the movies, go bowling, go shopping, and that's really about it. And just at home, rest.
Okay, thanks, Floyd. What's that?
It really don't matter what I choose. They can always criticize. That comes with the territory.
Does that still bother you? I mean, after all this time, does it bother you all the criticism that you can get out of your career?
I don't read it. I don't know about it. I can care less. Nobody's forced to watch. Watch if you want to watch. If you don't want to watch, don't watch. Write about it if you want to write about it. If you don't want to write about it, don't. At the end of the day, one thing is if you write good or bad, continue to write. Keep me relevant.
Is that another reason, Floyd, why you consider this your last fight? Just to kind of, not be criticized anymore?
Hey, Kelly.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to answer that.
Obviously, Mitch, the criticism that might be out there, that's just negativity. People are entitled to have their opinion. What Floyd has been able to do in his career, he's been able to do it his way, and his way is being focused on what he has to do, the task at hand, with not worrying about what anybody else says.
Great. Okay. Thanks, guys, and best of luck.
Okay, we have two more questions.
Our next question is from Brian Campbell with ESPN.com. Go ahead.
Hey, Floyd, considering you're coming off breaking your own pay-per-view sale record by a mile in your last fight, and you've taken so much pride in your box office records, just as much pride as your record in the ring, what's the number of pay-per-view buys that would make this fight a big success for you personally?
All I can do is just open with we do good numbers. Only thing I can do. I can't say no particular number, but we'll just have to see.
Floyd, you set such a landmark deal by signing this 6-fight deal with Showtime. Considering you've given two of the the two highest selling fights of all time, how do you grade in a package this 6-fight deal that you've done?
I'm at it very much so. I just want to win and just go out on top.
And finally, if this is your last fight, what's the significance of that number 49-0 to you on your way out? If you
every fight played in Nation King is number 49. Another good fight, another tough competitor.
Got it. Thanks.
Our last question.
Our final question is from Robert Littall with Black Sports Online. Go ahead.
How you doing, Floyd? My question is actually about Andre Berto. Do you feel like because he really has nothing to lose at the moment and everyone is counting him out and all of these questions that everybody's asking you, it has nothing to do with the fight, do you think that makes him a more dangerous opponent, something that you really have to watch out for, not getting distracted by all these other things?
Absolutely. Absolutely. He's the guy, he feels like he has nothing to lose. And I think that when you got a guy that's put in a situation with nothing to lose, it makes him work that much harder. Because he got a chance to, he got a chance to be one of the top guys the top guys in the sport when I'm through. Is he trying to dethrone Floyd Mayweather? Absolutely. Because I'll say it like they say in football, any given Sunday, I'll say any given Saturday. Anything can happen. So, I'm prepared mentally and physically. I'm in top shape. I'm ready. I'm pretty sure he's in top shape. And he's ready, but I'm not going to overlook this guy.
And that kind of leads into my second question. I don't know if you ever watched the Rocky movies, like in Rocky 3, you had Clubber Lang, and then you had Rocky. And Rocky was on top, and everybody did the pomp and circumstances, and everyone wanted to talk about everything besides the fight. One of the things that a lot of people, who do give Berto a chance, they think that maybe you would slack off a little bit because you're coming off a big promotion and fights with Manny Pacquiao, and now you're with someone that is not well known and not a big promotion. Can you tell us how you're staying focused and making sure all this other stuff doesn't kind of slow you down or overlook him?
I did a Pacquiao fight, in the past, and I'm just looking at it like this. I wanna win just like he wanna win. So I'm working hard and I'm pushing myself every day. As I get older, I'm working harder. Actually, I think this camp, I sparred a lot more. I pushed myself a lot more. This fight, I think I worked harder this fight than I did for the Pacquiao fight.
And the last question I had for you is one of the things that you kind of mentioned early on when this fight was announced, that you may be more aggressive in this fight because Andre Berto is an aggressive fighter. He comes forward. He doesn't take a step back. Like you talked about, he fought with, broken shoulders and swollen eyes. Is that something as you went through training camp that's still kind of your state of mind, that this is going to be a more exciting fight, for the fans because of the opponent that you chose?
Well, of course, it's always about self-preservation. I convert, but I appreciate the fans. I do. Well, even like, I'm not Nostradamus, but if you go look at an old interview, I talked about how Pacquiao, what they were going to say, what they were going to do. You got to realize, probably everybody on the phone can set body for you and being from Fight Hype. And Steven Espinosa, Kelly and Leonard, everybody chose Pacquiao. And everybody that said that, throughout the year I was a coward, I was scared. He couldn't beat Pacquiao. They gave him Fight of the Year, they gave him this. They gave him so many accolades and talk about, he's the all-time great. Well, all these men have to eat their words. So, if he's an all-time great, then what does that make me? know, if they talking about he's the fighter of the century, then what does that make me? So, you know, when they do right and when my fight is over, and the only thing I can do is believe in myself and believe in my skill. You know, with or without anything can happen, like I said, September 12th. But, you know, I'm going to be CBE, you know, to the day I die.
Thank you so much, Floyd. I appreciate you talking about the Yachts fight.
Good.
Okay, thanks, Robert. Those were great questions, and that's our last set of questions. Floyd, do you want to have any parting words?
Good night. I love you guys.
All right, Champ, thanks so much. Leonard?
Just like to thank everyone for calling in, and we look forward to seeing everyone fight week. It's going to be an exciting week, and we're going to have a great night of fights come next Saturday night.
Okay, thanks, everybody. Thanks, Lloyd.